fellow members of class council, especially Leonard Slutsky, who has run GHS for the last 4 years. And of course, I could never forget to thank our wonderful class advisors, Mr. Vernon and Ms. O'Neill. Thank you for everything you've done for us. And finally, thank you to the class of 2011. Last year, you voted me to be president of the class, and that is an honor that I've carried with me every day this year. But now I'm starting to sound like an Oscar speech with all these thank yous, so I'm going to shift gears a little bit. For those of you who don't know, I love history. I breathe it. I can recite the Gettysburg Address from memory, which surprisingly doesn't impress the ladies as much as you think.
No.
Anyways, at a time like this, graduating from high school, I find myself drawing inspiration from all the great men and women of history. In the first 10 seconds of brainstorming, I thought of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who served as president longer than any other man in a time of crisis the world hasn't seen since. Or Andrew Carnegie, an immigrant who industrialized the nation and epitomized the American success dream. Or Helen Keller, who proved that sheer force of will can conquer any obstacle. But what do they all have in common? What common characteristic do they all share? They lived their lives to their fullest potential, and now they're gone. Now, the world belongs to us, as do the times. What will we do with that? I say we become heroes. This might be a painful memory for some of us, but think back to CI. Mr. Bernard used to tell us that we live in extraordinary times. He was right. But times have always been extraordinary, and the world has always needed heroes. 80 years ago, there was